April 27th is National Tell a Story Day. We tell a lot of stories at Mosaic. We like to tell the successes of people. I have many stories about people's successes that I love to share when I visit with people. But I also have many stories that highlight why we do what we do at Mosaic. And here's one. Years ago, when I was a program coordinator, there was a gentleman named Paul who was moving from the state-operated facility to one of Mosaic's brand new group homes. He was moving with a friend of his, Kenneth, and they had been buddies for years. And I can distinctly remember sitting in the conference room during Paul's planning meeting. One of the staff from the state facility was telling me how Paul liked to receive his medications and that his preference was to have them with applesauce. Now, Paul was nonverbal, had significant cerebral palsy, but he had a smile that would light up the room. And when he wanted to say yes to something, he would roll his eyes up. And when it was no, he would stare straight ahead. And believe me, he had a stare that could make you understand he meant no. So I turned to Paul and I said, okay, so my understanding is you'd like to have your medications with applesauce. And he stared straight ahead at me and reared up out of his wheelchair, clearly indicating that's not what he wanted. We moved through a variety of options, and I'll be darned, we stumbled on the one that he wanted. He was sick of applesauce and he wanted a chance to have pudding. I don't blame him. That story is one of the things that has inspired me, maybe made me a passionate person about personalized services and making sure that we take the time to learn about the hopes and dreams and desires of each person we support. I'd like to believe that things like that don't happen to people anymore, but I know they do. Often when we're bringing people into Mosaic services from elsewhere, we hear stories just like Paul's. At Mosaic, respect, dignity, and honoring people's wishes are foundational. That's one of the reasons we share success stories of people. These stories show what people are able to achieve, and sometimes they enjoy being in the spotlight. If you're not subscribed to our blog, I'd encourage you to check it out at mosaicpossible.org. It's a good source for good news stories about the people we support. I'd also encourage you to share your stories with those around you. Just like Paul's story, your stories too deserve to be told. And you never know what impact they will have on the life of another person.